Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here, realtor in Central Texas, back with another model home walkthrough. Today we're going through the Brookdale 2 plan with Drees Homes. This plan, with the upgrade shown in this model home, puts it right over 3,700 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms. It's a 2-story plan, and they actually just sold this home to a home buyer, so they're preparing it now for home ownership. So you might see some things on the ground, some boxes in different locations, but just try to see past that and get a good flow of the space. And to give you that flow, we're gonna go right out to the main living room area that has these great sliding glass doors, great windows on the back wall, really opens up this space. And of course, cathedral style ceilings in this main living room, which I think is one of the best highlights that Drees has. I've seen it often with a lot of their plans, but I think what this plan has that makes it really stand out with this huge kitchen island too that looks out to that main living room area, as well as a dining room area that is right off of that kitchen. And the dining room area is where they have most of the boxes, so rest assured I don't think they're in too many different other places in this house. We're gonna come back to this kitchen and show you this more in detail. I absolutely love this kitchen island. It has the waterfall countertops. I like that vent hood in the back where just that bottom piece is that same color of the kitchen island to provide a little bit of contrast off of these white cabinets. And this is why I love Drees. They have not just great plans, but their model homes have fantastic designs where it really builds the dream and showcases options that people can put into their home and really make their home what they want it to be. For example, you look at this apron sink with this beautiful kitchen faucet, looking out to those windows in the living room. It just, when people walk these plans, it makes it feel like, oh, this is their home. This is their forever home. And that's why I think Drees really stands out. Also, what I think is underutilized, coming back to the plan here, the Brookdale 2 plan, is a cabinet space like that, where you can kind of hide your coffee maker, any sort of, gizmos that you have in your kitchen. You want to keep those off to the side. That's a great area for it. And then opposite of those cabinets is going to be your pantry. So you have this long pantry, and actually part of it goes underneath the stairwell, which you see at the top there. And then that pantry is right next to your mudroom. So that door in front of us would actually lead to a 3-car garage. It's actually 2 car on one side, 1 car on the other. Unfortunately, I can't access it on this model home because that's actually what they're changing out. Used to be a builder agent's office there, but they redo that into a garage space for the homeowners that are moving in. And of course, you see laundry over there on that side. So big mudroom, laundry room area, all behind the kitchen. So anytime you come in from your garage, you get this. It just opens up like this, where you come in from the kitchen island, but then you have this big living room space. And then we're gonna get out to that patio space in a second, but I want to first show this living room area. What I think stands out with Drees are going to be the windows that they put in. As you can see, those are like oversized transom windows. They're not like your standard 3060 window. And that's what makes Drees stand apart. In fact, in their logo, their name, it's called Drees Custom Homes. And some of these master plan communities are pseudo custom, meaning there's a lot more options usually, but I would say overall it feels more like a custom home builder when you walk into a main living room space and you see all the things that are in here. Now with this living room, as you can see, if you do the fireplace, which is usually an option that's offered, it's tough because you can't really put the TV on top of there. It would be pretty high up, so that TV off to the side, I've had some people say that's a deal breaker on the fireplace, and they just won't put it in, so the wall's more flush, and then you can kind of put the TV more centered on the wall. But something to debate when you're picking your structural upgrades, of course. And what I think's unique about this Brookdale plan is the patio off to the side. Now, some people like their patio in the backyard. Obviously, there's usually more privacy back there, but I have to say there is an advantage by having it off to the side. You get more room in your backyard. Let me show you an example. So this is a Brookdale 2 plan that's under construction in a great community called the Hollows, and I'm in that same patio area that I was in that model home. Take a look at the backyard space because this patio is a little bit off to the side. tons of room here, especially when you have great lots in a community like this. But this is my point. Having that patio off to the side does have its advantages, especially when you have a lot like that backs up to greenery, because you still get that privacy. I keep showing that home. I showed it at the beginning of the video as well, because I think for this specific model home, it's built on the main road in this community, so it's difficult to showcase this plan, the best parts like that patio, the second floor balcony that we'll see later on in the video. But that's why I got that video of that other Brookdale 2 plan. So just use your imagination when you're looking at these spaces. Like even these windows off to the side, if you get like a nice corner lot or one that's kind of tilted towards greenery, you get so much privacy back here in your dining room, in your patio that we were just in, and then especially in your backyard if you back up to a lot of trees like you saw in that video. And just wait, we'll get back to that second floor balcony again later on in the video, and I'll show you the second floor balcony that's on this home as well, so you kind of compare the two together. Let's head over to the owner's bedroom. I love what they did in here from a design standpoint with that wallpaper on that accent wall that they did with that waterfall. Really catches your eye when you walk in. What also catches your eye is the tray ceiling and how much that extends the space. You got those great windows on the back wall again. And then we have another look here at this owner's bedroom where you can see there's a good amount of space on either side of those nightstands. So good amount of room here. Usually Drees does have the dimensions on their website of the floor plan. So if you're very detail oriented, that's something you can certainly go through and get a good feel for the exact sizes. And I shouldn't say exact. Builders will always say it too, you know, you're not always going to get the exact size to the inch that you're seeing online. That's just not how they can make every home. So as I always say, get the flow of the space and also take some design elements that you see here. Do you see the cabinet color and how they extended around the bathtub with that wainscoting around the bathtub? I thought that was really cool. Looks very appealing. It makes sense when you come in here, and then it's funny if you saw this bathroom without it, it looks so different. And that's why I have a lot of respect for design. When I first got into real estate, not a whole lot. I thought design was just like a lot of marketing that was behind it. It actually makes a big difference in these homes. Now, of course, getting into the walk-in shower, good sized walk-in shower. And then the commode and the closet is around the corner. So there you have the commode. Here we have the walk-in closet. Good amount of space here. There is one walk-in closet, so I would expect this to be fairly big around this type of square footage. And with that in mind, I do want to mention this square footage really varies from community to community. So online, I've seen it starting at 3,800 square feet without the media room. I've seen it before at 3,400 square feet. There are different variations of the Brookdale plan. That's usually between the Brookdale and the Brookdale 2. So the whole point of me sharing that is verify everything before making a buying decision. I know that sounds pretty obvious, especially before buying a house, but never just use the model home walkthrough as an indication of what all Brookdale plans look like. It's not a good idea, especially with a builder like Drees, because they have so many different options. Like I'm looking at this Brookdale plan in the Hollows, which is located in Lago Vista, Texas. And they're currently offering an optional 4-foot extension on the dining room, optional 4-foot extension on the covered porch that we were at previously, optional 2-foot extension on the owner's suite, and then the media room upgrade. And even the dimensions are a little bit different than what I've seen in another community. So there's just so many different things that you can put into some of these homes, and then so many different variations to the plan. So as I always mention, get a flow, but get the details with a good buying agent that can take you to the builders, as well as get those details from the builder. Getting back to the plan, we are in the study. There's usually an option to put doors in, but you usually don't see that on too many model homes because they have so many people kind of walking in and out of these model homes. So they usually leave that out, kind of just leave it open. And then those are the double doors that we walked in. And there are 2 bedrooms downstairs and 2 bedrooms upstairs. That wall that you saw there that wasn't finished was actually an opening previously to get into the builder agent's office. But like I said, homeowners are moving into this, so they actually patched that up, put some drywall in to close it up, because you can obviously access that 2-car garage from a different area that we showed previously in that mudroom. This is going to be the powder bath. This is why I think the homeowners are lucky when they buy a model home. It's just designed in such a great way. I love that tile going all the way up to the ceiling. Very cool touch in the powder bathroom. And then take a look at these accent walls. That's definitely different. Love that Longhorn picture there too. And this is still like Drees with the tall ceilings. Everything just always feels very grand. And then we do have a walk-in closet. And we have an in-suite full bathroom. So you saw the powder bathroom just outside of there. And then you have a full bathroom that's in-suite. Again, there are different variations of this Brookdale plan. So I've seen it previously where the powder bathroom would actually just be a full bathroom. And then there would be no in-suite full bathroom on this bedroom area. I think an in-suite full bathroom is a great idea. It depends on the price point. I think if you're getting a good enough price, then kind of combining the two together is fine. I do like it when it has a separate door to access it in suite from the bedroom, just in case somebody wants privacy rather than walking out of the shower, out of the bathroom to their bedroom, kind of right across the front door. It's nice to just have that in suite, whether there's two doors there or one door or just a separate bathroom entirely. I think it's always a good idea to have that, especially because that second bedroom, finding a lot of people having their parents stay there with them on the first story. For any buyers looking at homes these days, it seems to be a very important factor. Anybody elderly staying with you, great to have them in there and having something in suite. Now, this is going to be the game room. That is going to be the balcony door right across from this air hockey table. And then we are open to the second story like we saw previously when you first walked in. I really do like that entrance just because I don't think that stairwell hits you right in the face. Like sometimes it goes right next to the front door and it kind of just feels a little bit congested. I like how it's off to the side. And then I love when you come up here, you just catch the windows and everything feels very spacious, including this massive media room. And I love all those windows and the space that's in here. Because when I've seen this plan, like you saw in the video and you're about to see with the second floor balcony again, I've seen it where it's just on a sprawling lot. And that's where I think these types of plans are fantastic, where windows make a massive difference. And having a huge space like this in a media room, I've found has become very popular. So if you think about it, a lot of people use these rooms to either watch movies, sports games, kids watch their TV shows in here. It's just a loud space. And when you have the game room open to other places like the study below it, the bedroom below it, it's nice to have a separate space that you can enclose and you can just, the people that are in there can kind of enjoy their time there and be as loud as they want without it kind of opening up to the rest of the home. Now this is going to be that second floor balcony. And I don't think I mentioned it previously. We are in a community called Oaks at San Gabriel. It is on the verge of closing out, where there is a builder that just bought a lot of land in the back of the neighborhood. So they'll be selling there for a little while. But a lot of the builders like Drees are closing out here. This is communities in West Georgetown. So you may not get rolling hills out here. It is a good location compared to the growth that exists along that northwest corridor. But this model home, as we mentioned before, it's kind of right on that corner where you see that roadway there and then backs up to the main road. So that's why I wanted to really show you what's possible with this Brookdale plan right here. This is going to be that same Brookdale plan that we saw earlier that was under construction. Take a look at the second floor balcony on this home. Absolutely incredible. We are in a community called The Hollows, which is in Lago Vista, Texas. Close by to this community is Treviso. It also has rolling hills like this. There are so many communities that can get you views. So if that's something you're looking for, it is possible with great plans just like this. Getting back to the Brookdale model home, to keep going here. So we saw the media room upstairs. We saw this game room that we're walking away from. And then of course that amazing second floor balcony. We have a couple more bedrooms that are up here. Let's start off with the bedroom that has a bathroom accessible from the hallway, and then we'll see the second bedroom actually has one in suite. For this bedroom, one thing I want to talk about, it's come up a lot, are fans in spare bedrooms. Oftentimes builders usually don't provide fans as a standard in spare bedrooms. It might be in the owner's bedroom, but usually not in the spare bedrooms. And so you usually need to make sure, number one, that you can upgrade the fan in the spare bedrooms if you value it. But also number two, if you don't want to pay for the fans with the builder, oftentimes you can put in blocking. Blocking just means that aftermarket you can come in and just take out the light or whatever the builder provides you and put in a fan, and that blocking can withstand the weight of that fan. Another factor I would also mention is ceiling height. I don't give ceiling height in these videos for a reason, because they do change over time, and I would never want to give somebody misinformation if you see this video in the future and the builder changes maybe dimensions in that plan. Why I bring up the height is sometimes a bedroom height, especially on a second floor spare bedroom, depending on what the roof line looks like, it may be pretty tight, where putting that fan is going to make that room feel even tighter, and maybe putting in like a floor fan or something like that might make more sense. So always look at the ceiling height. I think the ceiling height in this specific model home is fantastic. I even love the nook areas for like that small couch. You could easily fit a dresser in there that's maybe bigger than what you see here. But for this specific room, obviously you have the height, obviously you have a lot of space, but for other spare bedrooms, I think it's definitely something to analyze. Now, again, this is the bedroom that has the full bathroom en suite. There are some structural upgrades here, so it does vary from community to community, so I won't cover all of them, but just know there are usually some options here. Generally speaking, as I said previously, Drees does tend to provide a lot more options than other builders that are out there. Now, the walk-in closet is accessible through the bedroom, which we'll see here in a second. And what I mentioned before was, if you're looking for views and you're trying to figure out what is out there around the Austin area or different parts of Texas, reach out to me. I'm very straightforward with people in terms of what is best for their criteria. I just actually had somebody call me and their criteria just made a lot more sense for Dallas, and I sent them over to somebody in Dallas, a different realtor who's a partner of mine that I think does a great job there. So regardless of where you're looking, reach out to me. I'm always happy to help, and whether that's working with me or connecting you with the right person, I'll always put you first and your criteria. If you like this model home walkthrough, you want to see another one with Drees, click on that thumbnail that's appeared on your screen. And as always, hope this helps. Take care.